Up numerous violations on a recent health inspection that found live roaches in the business. Also, the exterior doors wide open.
The night team's Tim Gerber dropped in to see if that bakery had made the corrections and checks in on a couple more restaurants in this week's Behind the Kitchen Door.
Las Concha number 2, located in the 1100 block of South General McMullen, racked up 18 health code violations on their March inspection, earning them a 78. That's a few points lower than the 83 they got in August last year when they were first featured on Behind the Kitchen Door. This time around, they had several repeat violations, including live roaches in the business and leaving the front and back doors wide open. We found the same doors open when we stopped by this week. We even watched a customer leave without closing the screen door, and no one ever closed it. The inspector also noted employees handling tortillas with their bare hands, not wearing proper hair restraints. Cell phones and personal drinks were also found all around the work area. There was no hot water, but it was partially restored before the inspector left. The business was allowed to continue making tortillas, but had to lock the front doors until all hot water was restored.
Hello.
I stopped in this week to ask some questions, but
I'm with KSAT. I do behind.
While I was inside, I noticed several flies buzzing around, and they were displaying an outdated score. The business was forced to throw out open bags of flour and were told to remove all of this equipment in the back, but as you can see, it's still there. La Perla Bar and Grill, located in the 500 block of Southwest Military, got this week's low score, a 71. Employees were touching food with bare hands, others were seen drinking in the kitchen and not washing hands or changing gloves. Refrigerators needed to be repaired, and they weren't using the proper cooling method for food. A reinspection was ordered. Employees at La Cabana de Jalisco in the 700 block of Hildebrand weren't happy to see our photographer as they make a repeat appearance, this time with a 79. That's an improvement over the 73 they got back in November. Workers this time were seen touching food with bare hands, food was cooling at room temp, and they were told to check the premises for pests. They were given a reinspection. Costa Pacifica in the 400 block of North Loop 1604 comes in with a 77. Cooked beans were tossed out due to improper cooling. Employees were touching food with bare hands. The hot water heater needed to be reset, and an insect sticky trap in the kitchen needed to be moved. Their permit was also expired. The inspector gave them 10 days to get a new one. For BKD, I'm Tim Gerber, KSAT 12 News.
Let's take a look outside tonight with Sky 12 flying high above the Tower Life building. It's lit up there for Fiesta, but what you can't see from this view is just how soggy Crockett Park, or Travis Park is, rather, after all that rain and more to come, Adam.
Yeah, we're starting to see that new development off to the north. This is part of the cold front that's sagging southward. We were talking about this earlier. That first storm we had earlier this evening was ahead of the cold front, and now the cold front's starting to lift the air again and develop new showers and thunderstorms. Nothing severe in Kendall County right now. We're also getting some development near Fisher in northern Comal County, right near Canyon Lake. Canyon Lake, it's going to be there momentarily. Right now, this is just run-of-the-mill thunderstorm activity. Our atmosphere is worked over a little bit, so I'd be surprised if we get a severe storm in San Antonio. However, I'm not counting it out with the situation that we're in. However, the severe storms are off to the northwest in the hill country, especially in Kerr County here. That's where we've got this severe thunderstorm and another one just east of Rock Springs. Now you look at these, and the primary threats here are wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour and even the potential for some large hail, about 1 inch in diameter, which is the size of a quarter. We always compare hail to coins typically. So you look at the 3D view of this storm, and I'll turn off everything else so it's not bothering you. And you see the structure, you see the kind of overhanging top here, but I want to isolate it just to where the hail producing portion is. And that's right here, just west of Hunt. You see in far western Kerr County, this purple, that indicates the hail both suspended up within the storm and the hail that's then falling down to the ground. So where that purple touches the ground, that's where the hail's hitting the ground, and that is just north of 39. You can see that we get right into that hail core here. That's just north of 39 here in extreme far western Kerr County. So we're flying through that hail core. Hail is going to continue to be a threat, I would say, through 2 a.m. tonight. There is that possibility that we could see some more severe pockets of hail. But right now, the development is just outside of San Antonio, and I expect it to continue to track into San Antonio. Here's our futurecast. I like this particular run of this model. I think it's handling the situation the best. Through midnight, we've got some showers and storms into town, and then moving eastward and southward as that front moves through. Primary threats, some straight line winds, and of course large hail through 2 a.m. Here's a look at what we saw in San Antonio earlier. This via KSAT Connect app, and there's a tree down in part of town. It says thankfully we are all okay. Large hail here, parts of San Antonio. Not only that, beautiful sight of some of the thunderstorms from a distance. This is a look at the thunderstorm and all that cloud-to-cloud lightning within it. And another look at that storm that was over northern Atascosa County earlier. This is a trampoline that got lifted. It doesn't take much of a wind to lift these trampolines, so they're especially dangerous when you have a severe thunderstorm. All right, let's move on. We've got more rain chances to talk about. Generally quiet tomorrow, keyword generally. I do think we'll have a few pop-up showers, maybe a brief non-severe storm through noon tomorrow. Otherwise, beautiful Friday afternoon and evening, just fine for outdoor activities. Mostly clear, 85 the high temperature, even knocking off the humidity a bit later in the day. Saturday, beautiful, sunny, low humidity, 82. And then we get into Saturday night, rain chances ramp up. Sunday, looking pretty soggy. Some drought-denting rain for a good portion of our area. We're giving it a 70% chance of widespread. Off and on rain throughout the day, a few rumbles of thunder. 67 our high on Sunday. Monday, River Parade, cloudy and gray. You won't really need the sunscreen, but it's going to be cool, right near 70, and we could have a few pop-up afternoon storms as well, something we'll watch.
Yeah, more to come. Thanks, Adam.
Thank you. So we've been talking about the Cowboys and how they need help on their offense, and it looks like we have an update on that.
Yeah, so Terrence Steele at a Steele High School out in Cibolo joined the Cowboys in 2020 as an undrafted free agent, and you know what? The Cowboys like him so much, they've locked him up for another season. Plus, UTSA baseball is having a fantastic season. We got that for you coming up.
Name a starting quarterback today. What does that mean? Nothing. If we don't go in fall camp and do anything, and that doesn't play well, doesn't matter.
Jimbo Fisher says it's pointless to name a Week 1 starting quarterback this far out in big board sports. Dallas Cowboys right tackle Terrence Steele signed his restricted free agent tender offer. It's a second-round tender worth $4.33 million per the Cowboys. The boys will continue to work on a long-term contract with the Steele High School alum. Now, Terrence suffered an ACL tear in mid-December of last season and is currently on the comeback trail. The Cowboys have said he's ahead of schedule on his rehab journey. And the boys have exercised wide receiver CeeDee Lamb's fifth-year option for 2024 per reports. He'll make a fully guaranteed $17.9 million in that season. In college football news, Texas A&M is looking to bounce back in 2023 after a very disappointing 5-7 season last year. Due to several reasons, including injuries and suspensions, the Aggies played with less than 50 players last weekend in their annual spring game. Head coach Jimbo Fisher, who's entering his sixth season as Texas A&M's head football coach, knows he needs to address his depth chart big time.
You're only as good as your twos. A football team is only as good as its twos. I don't care what you say. And that's at any team I've ever had. I've always believed that since the day I was born. That was drilled in my head as old coaches, and I believe that. Because your great players are great, but when they go down, your twos have to be ready to play. So that's where I think we're building a lot of depth and happy about where we're getting to.
During the offseason, at least 25 scholarship players either transferred or left the program, including 7 freshmen from their #1 ranked recruiting class from 2022. UTSA baseball is preparing for the final stretch of the regular season. They look primed to make history. KSAT 12's Andrew Seeley swung by campus to catch up with the Roadrunners and find out what makes this year's squad so special.
Last year, UTSA baseball enjoyed one of the best seasons in program history, finishing 38-20 overall. This year, they're on pace to shatter that record, currently sitting at 28-9. The biggest difference is plain to see.
As a hitter, I got no problem saying that our pitching this year has been fantastic, and that's, probably the biggest reason why we are where we are. We've hit pretty well in years past, but this year the pitching has been fantastic.
We got a couple really good pitchers, which is not always uncommon at a mid-major. You can find some mid-majors with a couple really good pitchers, but to be as deep as we are on the mound is uncommon.
Of course, it's not just the guys on the mound. Everyone seems to be contributing to a well-oiled machine that currently leads the Conference USA standings.
There is no egos. A lot of these guys have no egos. There's a lot of friendships. There's a lot of very good teammates on this team. Some of these guys are now some of my best friends, and I love playing with them. I love coming out to the field every day and being a part of the team. So
the success on the field has translated to support off of it, and the team has certainly taken notice of their increasing fan base.
My first year was COVID, and we had a fan base, but it wasn't really anything it is now. Now you go on Twitter and you see, UTSA baseball everywhere. So that's good to see, but I still feel like it could grow more. Top 25 team in the nation.
There are 18 games left on the Roadrunner schedule heading into the final month of the regular season. It all gets started this Friday night in Miami against Florida International. From Roadrunner Field, Andrew Seeley, KSAT 12 Sports.
Thank you, Andrew. In Texas League baseball tonight, the Missions won at the CC Hooks 5-4. Caston Young will miss Harlan basketball after the break. Last Wednesday, Harlan Hawks star guard Caston Young signed her letter of intent to continue her education and athletic career at Utah Tech University, some 1,200 miles away from Harlan High School. She said she will miss her family, of course, but she's looking forward to this next chapter in her life. Today, we asked her what will she miss about playing high school ball for the Hawks.
Well, I've been here all 4 years. I'm definitely going to miss Coach Bell and my coaches, but I feel like the biggest thing I'll miss is playing with my best friend. We've been playing together for 4 years, and she's actually playing basketball at Rice. So I feel like we're going to be far away, but still somehow in touch.
She's a really good kid. Like, we really loved having her around. I've been fortunate enough to coach her for 2 years, and just in those 2 years, seeing her growth and just seeing her passion on the court, it's been really nice to see. She can really shoot the ball, and that is going to be something that we are really going to miss about having her on the court, just her scoring ability.
Caston's best friend that she just mentioned is in this picture, Layla Conley, a Rice basketball commit, and those two combined for 25.5 points this past season.
Love that.
Yeah, two best friends.
Absolutely.
College ball. Thanks, Larry.
Keep supporting each other. All right, we'll be right back after this.
All right, here's a look at the radar. A new severe thunderstorm warning, this particularly for Comal County and Canyon Lake. It's moving in as we speak. This storm is barreling into Canyon Lake, just crossed over 281. Fisher to Canyon Lake to Smithson Valley. You've been warned, it's headed in. You could have some wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour and maybe hail 1 inch in diameter. I'll be live on the KSAT Weather Authority app tracking this and as needed on air as well, right after the newscast.